There's something in this connection that has never gone out. No matter the time, the distance, or even the silence, something always pulls, always calls, always vibrates. And that's why you feel it. Even when she tries to move on, even when you try to forget, it's like there's an invisible thread connecting the two of you. A thread that doesn't break. A bond that doesn't end. The first card that jumped out was the Eternal Spark, and it brings a deep message. This connection goes beyond the physical plane. It's not just an unresolved romance or a desire to reconnect. It's something that was written even before you recognized each other. There's a higher purpose behind all of this, and that purpose is still in motion, still unfolding, still to come. Next came the Soul Mirror, and this card speaks of reflection. You don't feel this for no reason. This person mirrors you, challenges you, teaches you, sometimes even hurts you. But every pain they cause opens a wound that brings you back to yourself. And the most curious part is that the same happens in reverse. You are their trigger for healing and for crisis. Because twin flames attract and challenge each other at the same time. It's beautiful and intense. The Illusion of Separation card brought a truth you need to hear. You were never truly separated, not even during the silence, the distance, or when life took you in opposite directions. The bond remained, working quietly, operating behind the scenes. Because twin flames don't disconnect, they simply step back to evolve. And then they meet again, stronger. Then came the solitary journey, indicating that both of you are or have been going through a period of personal learning. And yes, it may have hurt, but it was necessary. Because before being two, you had to learn to be one, alone, whole, complete. And only now, after so much walking apart, the universe begins preparing a new meeting. Not just of bodies, but of souls, of truths, of purpose. The card The Silent Calling revealed that this person feels it. Even if they don't say it, even if they deny it, even if they seem to live a different reality. At some point in the day, in some fold of time, they remember you, miss you, long for what was never fully lived. And most deeply, sometimes without even knowing why, they feel like reaching out, finding you, explaining themselves. That's the connection at work. Next came synchronicity in motion, showing that the universe is working to align you both. Maybe through dreams, repeated numbers, signs, songs, sudden thoughts. None of that is coincidence. These are spiritual reminders that the energy between you is still alive, and it's intensifying. The spiritual plane is already moving pieces, already preparing the ground, already creating paths. You feel that, don't you? The awakened heart appeared, bringing a powerful energy. This person is going through an awakening. Something inside them is changing. A new understanding is being born. A feeling is growing stronger. And no matter how much they resist, hide, or fight it, there's no escape. True love always finds a way to reveal itself. And she is beginning to see, to feel, to remember who you truly are. To close this first part of the reading, the Bridge of Reconnection card fell. And it says a lot about what's coming. It announces a reunion, not just physical but soul level. Something that may start subtly, a conversation, a shared memory, an unexpected sign. But it will grow. It will heal. Because twin flames don't come back the same. They return transformed. There's a constant pulse between you two, a vibration that doesn't stop. Even when you both try to disconnect, you feel it, and so does she. Sometimes it confuses, irritates, touches old wounds. But still, it remains. And that persistence is what makes deep spiritual connections different from ordinary relationships. Because the soul doesn't give up. It insists. It calls. The shadow of recognition revealed something intense. This person is starting to recognize who you are, maybe unconsciously still, but there are flashes, memories, intuitions making them realize you weren't just anyone, that your connection wasn't random. This awareness may come slowly, in small gestures, waves of longing, unexplainable emotions, but it's coming, and with it comes the desire to return. Healing in progress shows that both you and this person are undergoing important internal processes. Old wounds are being touched, emotional scars resurfacing, not to hurt more, but to finally be healed. This explains the emotional ups and downs, the intensity of your feelings lately, because your soul knows something is preparing. A phase is ending, and another is about to begin. The unextinguished desire brought a strong emotional message. This person still desires you, not just physically, but energetically. They miss your laugh, your voice, your unique way of existing. And what's most beautiful is that this desire comes with a certain regret, as if they realized, maybe too late, the value of what you shared. But maybe it's not too late at all. The Guardian of Time appeared next, and it speaks of divine timing. Things may not have happened when or how you wanted, but there was, and still is, a perfect time being respected. Because for twin flames to reunite, both must be ready, and you are now getting closer to being ready, to recognizing your worth, to knowing what you deserve. And this is opening the path for them to awaken too. Then came the soul's choice, and this card speaks of decisions that come from within, from spirit, not mind. Soon this person will face a choice. Maybe more than one. But in all of them, your name will echo in the background. Because even if they try to deny it, forget it, or replace you, the soul remembers. The soul calls. And this choice will demand courage. Because coming back to you won't mean going back to the past. It means choosing a new path with truth. The portal of reunion shows an energetic opening about to happen. It might be an unexpected meeting, a conversation that just happens, a casual encounter, but it won't be random. The universe is preparing this moment with care. And when it happens, something in both of you will recognize it's now. You'll feel it. You'll know. And so will they. Because twin flames never get lost without purpose and never reunite without mission. The shared mission card came to remind you that this connection has purpose. You weren't brought together just for a passionate story. You came to grow together, heal each other, be support, be inspiration, be mirrors. That's why it was so intense. That's why it hurt. Because you were being shaped, prepared, refined by time, life, and choices. But now, the universe begins to connect the dots, and you feel that. Finally, the divine breath touched the energy of this reading with gentleness. Something is being whispered from above about this story. A blessing, a protection, an alignment beyond human understanding. This is not just about romance. It's about spiritual reunion. Two souls who've been searching for each other and are getting closer and closer to finding their way back. There's a feeling that keeps growing, even without permission, even without logic. It's like time, instead of erasing, has been feeding the memory. And it happens on both sides. You feel it, and she, even without understanding, feels it too. This connection pulses in the invisible, slips through unspoken words, and reaches the heart like a soft whisper that insists, this isn't over. The flame that persists shows how much this bond defies everything. Other loves may appear, other paths may be followed, but nothing fully occupies that space. It's as if the soul carved your name into a place no one else can reach. And no matter how much distraction they seek, how many external escapes they chase, something always brings them back to you. Because this kind of bond doesn't dissolve, it matures. Then came the silence that draws closer, revealing a delicate energy. Sometimes their silence hurts you. You wonder if you've been forgotten, if all you felt was just an illusion. But in this case, silence isn't denial, it's transformation. This person is digesting feelings, wrestling with thoughts, trying to understand themselves, and in that process, they're being pulled back inward. And when they find themselves, they'll remember you're still there. The key to return shows that an opportunity is forming. A moment that might seem small, casual, insignificant, but it will be the trigger for reconnection. It might be a message, a chance encounter, a simple look. But inside that gesture, there will be something greater. A silent recognition, a longing to try again, in a new way, in a way that works, in a way that finally makes sense. Then came the veil of resistance, showing that this person still fights what they feel, out of fear, out of pride, out of insecurity. But the veil is starting to fall, and when it does, only the truth remains. A raw, naked, powerful feeling. A love that's been bottled up for far too long, and when it spills over, there'll be no more pretending. No more hiding how much you still matter, and always have. The presence that remains, the next card, brings a touching message. You left something in them, a presence that won't go away. Even when they try new relationships, even when they tell themselves they've moved on, you're still there. In every random thought, in every returning memory, in every repeated moment with someone else that lacks the same spark, because it's not you. The reborn rose is the card of hope. It speaks of blooming after pain, of new beginnings that don't deny the past, but learn from it. This reading shows that a new cycle is forming between you two. And in this cycle, love will no longer be blind, impulsive, or wounded. It will be conscious, careful, true. Because both of you had to break to understand the value of rebuilding together. And when the unbreakable circle appeared, it was as if the universe whispered, this story still has chapters to be written. No matter how much time passes, how many turns life takes, or how often you try to deny it, you're part of each other. And there is a greater force watching over all of this. A force that guides, protects, and aligns. And that force is about to act again.